care for in the dead space air there. But I'll go back to 5K and just be happy with that. Kaboom.
Oh, wait, hang on. I just got the screen recorder going again. Come on back and talk 10 KCs. Are you receiving me at 10 KC right now? Do you remember to open up your receive BM Pass?
Yes, I am receiving you at 10 KC, but I can see you're not really filling up the waterfall that well at 10K. But obviously, we lack of power and whatnot. But anyways, yeah, I'm transmitting 10K wide here, and like I said, dude, I love the way it sounded. Too bad I couldn't talk like this all the time. That would be awesome. But I need to try it on AM to see how these profiles react on AM. I know you said I'd have to end up making adjustments if I wanted to talk AM, but it'd be nice if I didn't have to do anything and just click the AM button and talk the same as I would lower sideband.
Okay. Yeah, we'll stick with the sideband right now, but this could make a video on its own. Yeah, it's crazy because you're going to listen to this and you're going to really like it. And then when you get to hear yourself back to 5KC, it's going to be, oh. But yeah, I know I'm not filling up the waterfall. I'm like I said, I'm more set up for like an 8KC. But if you like close your eyes and listen to it, and you can still hear me at 10KC. Don't worry about what it looks like on the screen, but you just hear the audio open up a little bit more on the high frequencies.
No, I definitely do. And it's funny because when you're like, oh man, when you go back to 5, you're going to be like, oh man, it's no good. And that's exactly how I was the other day because I was sitting there listening to it in 10K. And I'm like, man, dude, that sounds awesome. And then all of a sudden you go back to, 4 or 5 and you're like, ew, sounds like shit. What the hell? I was like, oh man. But no, dude, I wish we could all talk like this. It'll be awesome.
Okay, I'll keep this going here. I might post this up. This is a little bit fun. Yeah, there's nobody else on the band. So go ahead and tell me what you're talking on one more time. This video will make public rather than the unlisted one I sent you. Come on back. Tell me what you're talking on with profiles so that you can come back and reference this if you forget. Remember that one night we were talking on the air, but I can't remember. Well, now it'll be on video. So come on back. Let us know what you're talking on there at 10KC.
All right there, Pizzle. But yeah, so here now we got the Monday night test and tune because I'm home. But we are talking 10KC wide on lower sideband on a Shure SM87A microphone and a KP profile that was tweaked a little bit to accommodate this profile. Or I'm sorry, this microphone here. And the whole reason it started was because I heard it in 10K after I was messing with it. And I'm like, man, this sounds awesome. And I'm like, I know KP loves to talk wideband. So here we are, Monday night, talking 10K wide here, lower sideband on 27300, enjoying the great sounding audio, and going to go back to like 4 or 5K and kind of put my head down and get a fat bottom lip because it's doesn't sound as good.
That's funny. Yeah, I had no intention of you talking 10KC on there, because if you notice in some of the EQs, I start rolling off pretty rapid. I think after 8KC. But yeah, even with the sharp roll off, you don't need the human ear perceives those high frequencies as louder than low frequencies. So you don't need much. I know that doesn't show up too much on the waterfall, but just a little bit. That's all you need for it to be loud to your ear. That's why, like right now, we're looking on the screen, even yours, that low frequencies up higher, and as it tails off out towards 10KC, pretty much all signals start to tail off because they don't need to be that visually high on the screen, just because, I don't know, the way the human ear perceives that. But no, it sounded really good, even though it's not meant for 10KC. It's, yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I will honestly say, Pizzle, I mean, you're not booming me with signal, but you damn near sound like you do in your narrated voice there on your YouTube. I dig it. But yeah, it goes from 4,000, 5,000, 7,500, and 10K is the last on there. So yeah, there is not a lot of adjustment there realistically after 5K. You just have 7,510 to mess with. But no, dude, I loved how it sounded. I'm like, man, that sounds freaking awesome. And I tried getting what was it, Triple X the other night. He was talking about doing that, and I'm like, it's just gonna piss a bunch of people off talking that way, because you'll end up talking half the freaking evening and daytime like that. So I was like, I'm not gonna be an instigator. But no, I liked how it sounded with this profile, and I was like, man, get KP to talk like that.
All right. So, how in conjunction with the Sunday night test and tune, the 27,300 test and tune, we'll toss in the Sunday night 10KC talk time, because this is pretty cool. I'm not bugging anybody. Band's dead, but I can't remember what I was going to say there. Yeah, this is really, really neat. Too bad we can't. I don't know of a way to open up the Thetis receive wider than 10KC. Because if you look at your transmit filter, this will open up on 20KC, which is outrageous. But damn, I don't know how you do it. I don't think it's possible when Thetis the receive filter open, further than 10. But yeah, it's getting up there to true fidelity. I found out like 12 to 13 KC. That's when it really pops open. But 10, I'll take 10 KC. It does sound really good. Yeah, let's do this more often.
Yeah, especially whenever the band's dead like this. I mean, the only thing I'm getting is a little bit of static from lightning out in the distance, and every once in a while, something that my son has on. I think he's got his 3D printer. Every once in a while here on the SDR, I'll see a quick little spike of electric, and then it'll disappear. But that's probably his 3D printer going bonkers. He's printing something this evening. But yeah, dude, I like this. It's fun. And yeah, it's quite enjoyable. I wish more people were like us, Pizzle. We need to get more people in our circle. But then again, I don't know. I like having a small circle as it is, so maybe not.
Well, I talked to Steve, Mr. Frequency, and he's finishing some things up in his life right now. I told you over the phone, but he's trying to get through there. But yeah, he's about ready. He's asked me about the Hermes, and yeah, he said whenever he's ready to let him know, or let me know, and then I'll hook him up with a decent computer, nothing crazy, and then hook him up with free audio processing. The Cakewalk. The Cakewalk is so cool. It's free, absolutely free, and you're talking on a baseline Cakewalk profile. No third-party plugins you had to pay for. I'll set him up with that so that it doesn't have to spend any money. But yeah, give it time. He'll be in there. I'll get him set up with that. So another thing I want to mention too, at 10KC, that's where the low frequency, low to high frequency balances out. Like a 5KC, it sounds a little bit heavy-handed on the low end. But now, as we roll open further, we're letting more high frequencies pass through and starting to balance out the good blend of the low frequencies with the high. And it's pretty cool. It's a very, very good mix.
Yeah, I guess I just need to do more investigating on and watch more videos. I found some guy on YouTube, and he was actually, I was Googling more plugins, what most people would use on Cakewalk, just out of curiosity. And this guy was like a wealth of knowledge. But he was talking a lot about EQing and whatnot, which, like I said, I don't have a background in any type of music whatsoever. So whatever I learn is either by mistake or things that you tell me. Because, dude, I have never done anything with music. I can't even, what the hell was that thing? A recorder. I couldn't even play a recorder in school, so that just goes to show you how musically inclined I am. My brother, he can play the guitar, dude. I couldn't string a single guitar. Like it just, yeah. I don't sing. I don't do any of that, so I never had any notion to get into audio stuff, but the more I kind of learn about it, the more fascinating it becomes. Might actually be a little bit more fascinating than antenna stuff that I enjoy.
Well, it's not necessarily have to be musically inclined to do this. You just trust your ears. The big thing is how to work all the EQing. Starting to learn how to adjust what you want to hear. That takes some time. But you don't have to be musically inclined. Trust your ears. It's just get used to running all this, EQs and compression and learning how to control that. But not necessarily music. But being into music, you work with that stuff, and then you kind of learn how to use it. Yeah, no big deal. That's so funny. The recorder, isn't that one that no, I couldn't play one either.
Yeah, next time you're up, I'll let Penelope show you how to use a recorder. You'll probably want to snap it in half over top of your leg and throw it off the back deck of my house and never see it again. But yeah, we got to hide them from her because Maverick's got a couple of them. But yeah, if she finds them, she will annoy the shit out of you running around blowing the damn thing. She can't carry a tune in a bucket with it, but by God, in her mind, she thinks she's making something of herself.
Yeah, it's so funny you mentioned that. Because my brother and his grandkid, actually my great niece, she's about 7 years old, and she recently started playing the recorder, and I went over there. She's running around the house with that thing. After a while, I could see the look of my brother's face start to get red. After a while, I was like, I'm so sick of hearing that damn recorder. But he can't let on to her. He's like, oh, this sounds really, really nice. But yeah, he started getting on his nerves too. It's so funny that you mentioned that.
Oh yeah, I mean it'll make a sane person crazy in like a matter of 10-15 minutes. No, probably not even that long. Like I don't even know how music teachers can handle that, because really there are kids that cannot read music or they just don't care. And they're, hitting any note whatsoever that it might not even be a note. I don't know, just tooting it, But yeah, being a music teacher, I couldn't do that. I never even liked music. And I played the trumpet way, way back when. That was like 5th grade, 6th grade, middle school. And yeah, I don't think I'd ever make my kids play an instrument. No need for that, I guess. But I don't know. Some parents feel that music and instruments are a big fundamental life learning lesson.
Oh, Lord. I tell you what, before this video gets too long, I want to try a playback of you. Just for on my end, it works out pretty good. I do not have noise reduction on. I just want to try a playback of you. I just want to hear how it sounds on my end. I know I'm not giving you the best signal up there this evening, but I'm going to see how it turns out on this video. So come on back. I'll record you real quick, and I'll do the playback at you. 10 KC.
All right, man. I'll also sign off on this one. But yeah, once again, 742 north of Pittsburgh up here, Monday night test and tune with my one and only K Pizzle radio brother. And we're running 10K wide here on single sideband and talking on a Shure SM87A and a KP profile tweaked for this microphone. But once again, man, 73s from 742, talking 10K wide here on 27300. We'll see ya.
Okay, here we go. The playback. See how it turned out there. Let me see here.
All right, man. I'll also sign off on this one. But yeah, once again, 742 north of Pittsburgh up here, Monday night test and tune with my one and only K Pizzle radio brother. And we're running 10K wide here on single sideband and talking on a Shure SM87A and a KP profile tweaked for this microphone. But once again, man, 73s from 742, talking 10K wide here on 27300. We'll see ya.
Okay, there. Right there, Mike. Yeah, it sounds great on my end. I know there's a lot of static in there, but it sounds great on my end. Wait till you hear the video. All right, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'll get it posted up there. 742, my radio brother up there. You're KP68, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm free and clear.